Hello everyone. Today we are going to create a simple construction schedule or Gantt chart in Excel. As you see here, in this schedule we will have the project information such as project name, project location, project manager name, and also project start date. We will have phases of the works. Here we have started with a construction example, but you can do based on your work area what type of phases you have. We have number for the activities based on these phases of the work. We have activity description for all the activities that we have, and we have plan start date and plan finish date, and also we have duration for all these activities. For example, we have for this clearing the construction site area, that's 4 days, and we have lag time. This lag time means that how many days this activity is behind the other one, or how many days there is a gap between these two activities. For example, if I put here 2 days, then it will show that the next activity is started 2 days later. If I have this relationship start to start, and then I have 2 days lag, it means this activity will be started 2 days later when the first activity is started. And if this lag time is 0, then both activity will have a start-to-start relationship. Then we have delay time. Sometimes the construction activities are delayed. For example, let's say this activity will be delayed 2 days, and then this actual start date and actual finish dates will be changed according to this delay time. If we don't have any delay, then the planned start is equal to the actual start date. But if we have a delay time, it means this activity has delayed for 2 days, then the start date will be 20 of the 5th, 2024. And also based on this actual start date, we have actual finish dates and we have progress percentages. For example, this activity now the progress is 0. It means it shows with green color. And if the progress is 25%, then it will be 1 day progress of work. If this progress is 50%, then there will be 2 days progress of work. And this is 75, and there is 3 days progress of work. And if we have 100, then it will be 100 progress of work. In case this activity has delayed for 2 days, then this actual start date is 20th, and then this blue bar is started from 20th of May and will finish on 23rd of May, and then we'll have 2 days lag here. And you can change the start to start and finish to finish, and you can provide the lag time 2 days or 1 days, or you can provide minus 1 day, which will have like this. Okay, to prepare such a schedule, let's start it from scratch. And if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. First of all, you should format your schedule as it is, or you format your schedule based on your own activities. In this example, we have simple construction activities as you see here. We have a list of phases, we have a list of number of activities, and we have description of activities. On the top of this schedule, we have project name. Let's say the project name Tech for Engineer, which is the name for this YouTube channel, and project location should be ABC location, and project name let's write David, and project start date let's say today. What days today? So that is the project start date. Then the activity start date we will say equal the start of this activity, or the planned start date is the start of the project, which is the 16th of May. Or construction activity, usually we have the duration first, and then based on the duration we will have the start and finish date for the activity. In this case, let's have the duration for all these activities. So we have 4 days, 3 days, 4 days. I will stop the video here and put all the this duration and we'll come back. We have completed the duration for all the activities and we have the planned start date. Then we are going to have the planned finish date for this activity. Let's write equal work day, then open parentheses, and then start date, we will give the start date or the planned start date of the activity, which is D12, and then comma, and we will have the duration of the activity, which is F12. So you will write F12, and then we'll close the parentheses and enter. Then we will have the planned start date and planned finish date for this activity with the duration of 4 days. Okay, once we have the planned start date and planned finish date, we are going to visualize this duration of the activity in this timeline area. First of all, we are going to select the area that we want to have this visualization. In my example, I will have this area, and then come to conditional formatting, new rule, and then use a formula, and we will use the AND function here. Write AND, open parentheses, then this M should be greater or equal to planned start date of activity, comma, and this M should be less or equal to planned finish date of the activity. Then for the columns in this timeline, so we're going to the right side, then the columns should be dynamic, but the rows should be locked. We remove the $sign from M here and from M here. But for these activities, we will do opposite, and then we remove the $sign from the rows, this one and also this one. And then we also format this with a green color, and then say OK and OK. Now, as you see, the green bar is 5 days, and actually we have a duration of 4 days here. We want to exactly make this 5-day duration exactly to 4-day duration. So what we will do, we come here to the plan and finish date, and we will write -1, and then we will enter. Okay, if you don't know why we have used -1 in this formula, please refer to our previous video in this channel about workday function. Okay, now before to write the plan start date and plan finish date for the next activity, we would like to have the relationship. So based on this relationship, whether that is start to start or finish to start, we will organize the plan start and plan finish dates. For that purpose, let's have the relationship abbreviations first. For example, it should be start to start or finish to finish or finish to start. So we come to data menu, then we come to data validation, click on data validation, click on list, and then here write finish to start and start to start. I would like to use only finish to start and start to start relationship here, and I will manage the finish to finish and start to finish in other relationship based on the lag time which I have in the schedule. I have simplified this schedule here, and if you would like to have a complicated one or you need a complicated schedule, so I would recommend to use MS Project or Primavera or any other scheduling software, because that schedule will be very complicated and use all those relationships. And the second reason behind it is that rarely use the start to finish relationship, but we can manage finish to finish relationship based on this lag time here. So then click OK, and then we have a list of finish to start or start to start. To have this list for all the activities, simply drag it down to all these activities, and then also drag them up, and then for all the activities we have this list of start to start and finish to start. To have planned start date and planned finish dates for the next activities, we will use the ifs function. Write ifs and then logical test first. So we will say if this cell H13 is equal to start to start, then comma, the start date will be start date or this D12. In case H13 is equal to finish to start, in that case the start date will be the finish date of the previous activity, and then close parentheses and end. So now as we see, we have finished to start, so the start is 21st, and if we say start to start, then the start will be 16. And for planned finish date, we will use again workday function, write equal workday open parentheses. You will have start date, which is D13, comma, and we have duration, which is F13, and close parentheses. Okay, that is 21st. So now we see this relationship is start to start, and we have both activities for 4 days. And again, we will use finish to start, and it's like we have 1 day overlap. Also, there is another problem. The duration here is 3 days, but we have 4 days, similar to the previous one. Before we also have, but how we solve it, we use -1. Again, here we can use -1. So you will have the reduced duration. And now if we change the relationship, you can see that it is working. For all the next activities, I will drag this down to the last activity and up, and also I will drag this down, and also I will drag it down. So we will have automatically our bar or Gantt charts here. Okay, now here is the problem. As we see here in the timeline, activity 1.1 clear the construction area is going to be finished on 21st of May, and we have a finish to start relationship. It means that when this activity is going to be finished, then we will have installed temporary fencing on the side. But if you look to the timeline, here it is overlap. It means that the installed temporary fencing should be started on 2nd of May. To solve this issue, we come to this formula and we add 1 day here, and then the logic that says finish to start will come true, and then we drag it down to the end for all the activities, and we will have a smooth end to the timeline based on this relationship. Now if we change this to start, we will have it start to start for all the activities. Let's say start to start or okay. So once we finish this problem overlapping between these two activities, then I would like to have a lag. For example, I want to start this install temporary fencing not on 22nd of May but on 23rd of May. It means I will have here 1 day lag, and then activity should be started from this area. For that purpose, I will add lag time. So what is lag time? Lag time in a Gantt chart refers to the delay or waiting period between the completion of one task, let's say predecessor task, and the start of another task, let's say successor task. Overall, lag time represents the time gap. Okay, as I mentioned, I would like to start this install temporary fencing not on 22nd of May, but I would like to start on 23rd of May, and this should be 1 day gap. So I write here 1 day gap, and then this bar should automatically move to 23rd of May. So how am I going to do it? Okay, to add the lag time in this activity, I would add the lag time, this one. And also for this activity again, I would add the G12, which is lag time. And for the rest of activities, I would like to add the lag time only here. So I would add lag time in this area plus G13 also I would add here plus G30 and then put enter. So then for the plan finish, I will not add it because we have used workday function and that is linked to the plan start. So I will not do anything here. Just I will click and drag it down to the end. Okay, now we see that we have 1 day lag time, but if you look to this take footing activity, there is not any lag time here. So what is the problem? If we look back to this start of the activities and we look at this timeline, so we have till 24th and then 25th and 26th that are weekends, and then we have 27th. So we don't have 25th and 22nd, and this 22nd, that is a weekend day. So how to remove these weekends from this planned start date? So for that purpose, let's write here work day, and then we will add this finish date in there, and we will add a parenthesis here, and then we will add work day. Now it will work that okay, we have 1 day lag time and then this activity moved 1 day and we remove the weekends. Then to have this formula for all the activities that we shouldn't have the weekends in our calculation or in our plan start dates, then drag it down to the end. Now for this activity of a 1 day lag, then I would show it, and if I have 2 day lag, and then I will show it. If I change this activity to start, then there will be 2 day lag, and if it's start to start but 1 day lag, and if there is no lag time, then it will be start to start. Again, if there is no lag time, it will be finish to start. Okay, let's have again finish to start and 1 day lag time or no lag time. Sometimes it happens that we cannot start the activity based on as planned start date. For example, we have the planned start date for this clear the construction area on 16th of May, but it will be delayed for 2 days. Then if it has delayed for 2 days, the start date will be changed, and there is another start date that we actually start the work on that one after 2 days, and that is called actual start date. For that purpose, how are we going to find it? Write equal work day, then we have start or plan start date, comma, and then we have I12, which is the delayed time, and close parentheses and enter. Then the actual start date for this activity clear the construction area will be 20th of May. Between 16th and 20th, there's 4 days because 2 days will be weekends. And for actual finish date, write work day. We have actual start day, which is J12, and then we have duration of the activity. Again here we will write -1 to exclude one of the days and to have the exactly 4 days duration. Okay, then we will have this formula down to all the activities like this. So if you don't have, for example, for the activity 1.2 install temporary fencing, we don't have any delay time, then the planned start date and actual start date, they are same, and planned finish date and actual finish date, they are same. But if we have 1 day delay time, then these dates will be changed. So once you have the actual start date and actual finish date for activity, it means that you have actually started the work on the side. Then you will have a progress for that activity. Let's have the 0 progress and 0 progress for all these activity at the moment. In your case, this cell will not be automatically percentage. Then right click on it, come to format cell, and then click on number and select percentage, and then it will be changed to percentage. Once we started the activities, and for example, we started activities on 20th of May and we have 50% progress of that work. So how we show that progress of the work with another bar chart or with another bar with a blue color? For that purpose, select this area first and then come to conditional formatting, new rule, and write equal and open parentheses. This start date M11 should be greater or equal to actual start date. Then again this start date should be less than or equal to actual finish date. But I'm not using finish date because we have progress percentage. For that purpose, I will use actual start date plus duration multiplied by progress percentage, and I will close it. But here's a problem that we are not excluding the weekends. To exclude the weekends, here I will use the work day function, and then I will change this one to comma, and then I will multiply these two, and then we'll have a second parenthesis as well. Now, as we previously mentioned, we will have dynamic columns, so we are going to the right side. We remove the dollar sign in front of the M, and for the columns that we go down to these activities, you are removing the dollar sign from these numbers. And also we format this one to blue color and say OK and OK. And now we see that based on our progress percentages, we have the blue color here. Again, this activity has a 4-day duration and we have 50%. There it should be 2 days with blue color, but we have 3 days with blue color. Now to solve this problem, what we'll do, we come back to conditional formatting, come to manage rule, and then select to the blue one, select a date, and here we add -1 and click OK, apply, and OK. With this way, we will have 50% only 2 days duration. Now, if it's change it to 0, we don't have. If we change it to 25%, it will be 1 day. If we change it to 50%, it will be 2 days. If we change it to 75, it will be 3 days. And if it is 100, then it will be 4 days. So we have 2 days lag, and if we remove the lag, then it will be same as planned one. And if we have 1 day lag, then it will be 1 day later on 17th of May. Okay, let's test this one for other activities. For example, for this one, if we have 50, then it will show 1 day because we have 3 days duration. And if we have 75, then it will have 3 days, 2 days duration. And if it's 100, then it will be 3 days. This activity, which has 2 day duration, if you say 50, then it will be 1 day. And if it is 100, then it will be 2 days. Okay, once we complete our schedule and we test it, we add the delay time, we add the lag time, let's say 1 day, and let me add 2 days lag time here, and then delay 2 days, and then it is 50%, and so on. You can manage as you want. Then let us format a bit this schedule. First of all, let's remove all the grid lines, come to view and remove the grid lines, and also let's bold these and bring the start date to the left side. and then we are going to select this area and add all the borders, and for this area also add all the borders, and for these columns that they have different sizes, select them and double click in the middle, and then you will organize it. And for this area, just click on borders and then come to more borders and select here down and middle and click OK. Now we have an organized schedule and that's completed. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Stay with us for more interesting and informative videos in this channel. Thank you for your attention.